What's up, everybody? ODC here. Sorry for the little bit of the wait there. Something on my screen. I gotta back off my lighting a little bit. There we go. That's a lot better. um, sorry for the wait there. You know, busy time of the season. I was still getting things kind of set up, and for some reason, the stream kicked my microphone and kicked my webcam. I don't know why, but it did that. So, regardless, I am here. Hope you guys are having a wonderful holiday. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. Let me know in the comments or in the chat if you guys can hear me okay. You can see me all right. Tim Casa, what's going on, bud? And then we'll get rolling because we got a lot to tackle tonight. A lot of end of the year pickups. I got a box of pickups. I've got some pickups I actually got yesterday and then today. Okay, I sound great. Okay, good. I did get a new microphone and I got a new webcam. So, and I got new lighting. And if you see in the back right there, my fiance, by the way, I didn't announce that because that just happened. My fiance actually bought me that for Christmas. So that'll be with the help of Strident. I guess she reached out to Strident and I guess he guided her on the path of what to get me for Christmas. Which is pretty awesome. Thanks, man. Thanks, Tim. I appreciate that, buddy. How are you? How was your Thanksgiving? And are you excited for Christmas and the rest of the holidays? I'll wait for some people to trickle in here. I'm thinking maybe no glasses tonight. Let's see how my eyes get. My eyes, the older I get, man, the worse my eyes get, which is, pretty common. But yeah, we went camping. I just got back from a trip. We went camping in our favorite place in Marion, North Carolina. I don't know if you guys ever been. But yeah, I proposed and I now have a fiance. So clearly she said yes. So. Oh no. My girlfriend, or I'm so used to saying my girlfriend. My fiance just texted me and she goes, Paul Hogan just died at the age of 90. That's sad. Not the way you want to start off a stream, right? Thanksgiving was great. Here, I'll just post that up. Woodman, thanks, bud. Thank you, and happy holidays to you too, Woodman. He says, Thanksgiving was great. This year I've purchased so much shit. I donated half of everything I bought. Oh, that's nice of you. I didn't have room for the stuff I bought. Yeah, that's been really the theme for this year for me too. You guys are gonna want to slap me one when I tell you this, but I've trying to figure out what I'm going to do with all my vintage G.I. Joe stuff. And it's not all going to be able to stay. So, and the majority of it is in Buffalo, my former place of residence, still in storage. So I got to figure some stuff out because I have way too much stuff and some stuff's got to go, and it can go into savings. All the money I make can go into savings. We are trying to build an addition to our house. Thanks, Ged Woodman. I appreciate that, buddy, and happy holidays again. But yeah, I'm in the same boat as you, bud. Probably going to donate some stuff. Probably going to, I don't know, maybe I'll do something on the channel for I've got something planned for already, and I posted this to my channel members that they're going to be getting a gift in the mail. That is another perk to joining up and becoming a member, a channel member. Um, the link is in the description of all of my videos. I can post the link, I think. Let me go to YouTube and see if I can copy paste it. I should be able to. But that is a perk, and I might end up donating some vintage stuff to my channel members as like a giveaway or something like that. So that might be something I do to say thank you to all of you, to the channel members and everything like that. And you had a bad experience on eBay and will never sell again. I'd rather donate. Oh wow! I mean, that is very selfless of you to be able to donate to other collectors that have the space or could use it or appreciate it as much as you'd probably do or have. So that's very nice of you, Tim. But yeah, I eBay, I have not sold on eBay in a very long time. I don't like the fact that they take so much. Woodman's posting all the jive turkeys. I don't like the fact that they take so much of a percentage from you. I feel like as a seller, that doesn't really make you want to stay and sell on eBay. It's really more of a buyer's market on eBay than a seller's market. And that's unfortunate because eBay used to be a fun place to be able to sell, and it was safe and secure. And so yeah, I have not sold on eBay in a very long time. I think last time I posted was maybe 2 years ago, something on eBay. But yeah, it's few and far between. I really do, because like I said, I sold a bunch of Hot Toys figures. This was back when I was still living in Buffalo. I think I want to say back in like 2017, and they weren't nearly taking as much as they are now percentage wise. But holy cow, man! Like they took a huge. I probably sold like $2,000 worth of Hot Toys figures, and they tried taking like, I think it was like something like $550 from me. And I was like, whoa, holy shit. Like, so what I started doing was I started, instead of selling in whole lots, I just sold individually. And then I just sold lesser items because they take less of a percentage for lesser sold items. So, and then I just started saying, screw it, I'm not doing that anymore. It's just not worth it. So now I will post on like Facebook groups. It is a little bit easier. And I try and sell locally as much as possible. I have a couple local people that I keep in touch with, and I will just sell to them. They are direct collectors, and it's just a lot easier that way, as opposed to trying to deal with like eBay. And then sometimes you get a weird buyer that is like super complainy and like, well, this snapped off when it came out of the box and it was already broken. And I'm like, no, it wasn't. Like, I know how good I take care of my stuff. Like I dealt with that with like what was it? I think I was I think I was a buyer one year, and I had to deal with a person who was actually a subscriber on my channel. I don't even think he was a subscriber. I think I posted a video a long time ago. I think it was like back in like 2016 or 17. It was around that time I was selling stuff, but I think I actually bought something from him. I think that's what it was. Anyway, I can't remember. But it was like a whole thing. I posted about it, made posts about it, but he ended up apologizing because he misunderstood the situation and what it was. I think my credit card had gotten compromised. That's what it was. And he thought I was like reversing the charge, which I didn't end up doing. And he got paid. He ended up getting paid. So I don't know what was going on there. He got paid, and then he apologized because he like went off the handle and like started posting stuff about me. And I was like, yeah, man, like I messaged you and told you the situation. Like I'm still going to pay you, like whether it's me sending you through PayPal. But he just like flipped out, and I don't know. Some people just they like lose their mind like at the instant something remotely looks like it's wrong. I don't know. Woodman says, oh, sorry. and get taxed on your sales to boot. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, then they just kill you with it's just not a good buyer's market or seller's market, excuse me, for eBay. It's just not worth it. Tim says, I think the only guy in the world that doesn't have a Facebook, MySpace, or any other sort of social media platform. I don't have time to go on any other platform. Hey man, I mean that hey, whatever works for you, you know. Um if that makes your life easier to not be on social media, by all means. I mean, social media at times can be, I mean, there's good aspects and bad aspects to it. Um I definitely have a bunch of friends that don't have any sort of social media. They're not on Twitter. They're not on um, Facebook. They're not on Instagram. They're not on all of those that are like a dime a dozen now. They're not on anything. They watch YouTube and that's it. They don't mess with anything else. So, but but yeah, man. I mean, I don't blame you. I'm mostly for myself. I am mostly on just YouTube watching stuff because that's my form of entertainment. Is I watch YouTube videos. I've been watching a lot more like educational stuff. Like the other day, I watched, and we'll get into toys. Don't worry, I swear. Uh, the other day, I watched this thing like if the Earth had rings, and at one point, scientists believe that the Earth did have rings, and if we had rings right now, what they would look like. Um, and it's pretty cool. Like it's cool, but not cool. Like when you think about it, because it would mess up the Earth's gravitational pull between the Earth and the moon, and then it would highly affect our winters and our summers. Like it would change, it would make the summers so much hotter because the sun would be reflecting off of the rings, and they said that the angle of the rings would be kind of like here's the Earth, right? It would be kind of like they're kind of slanted like this, and rings do move, like they do shift and stuff like that. So it would be really really hot in the summers and then really really cold in the winters. So I'm thankful that we don't, but it was interesting. Long story short, because I'm making this a long story, long story short, they just said that at one point they believed that the Earth did have rings, and it was pretty cool because how the rings form was actually it was a smaller planet running into and impacting the Earth, which then formed debris, which then formed the rings around Earth, and that was crazy. So, Woodman says, "I'm with you, 10. Blah, 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 blah. I'm with you, Tim. My channel has Facebook page, and that's it. Yeah. And you really don't need, I don't think you really need anything else. I think if you're not big on social media, I think just to get like information, or I do enjoy some of the toy pages that are on Facebook. There are some good ones and there's some bad ones that I've been attached to, and I leave the bad ones immediately. Oh, thanks, Woodman. That's what my fiance got for me for Christmas. Oh, here's a story too. She also bought me the rest. So I'm trying to finish off the Halo Spartan collection, and there were two that were eluding me. One was the Halo 5 Master Chief with the long binary rifle, which is, I guess, for some reason hard to find. She found me him, and she found me Belos, I believe was the Spartan, the actual Spartan looking dude. Um, and she purchased them off of Macari. Now, here's kind of, I guess we're going full circle here with talking about secondary markets here. And the guy just never shipped them. He never shipped them. So we had to cancel the order. She got her money back and everything's fine now. I just said, you know what? I got enough. I'll find them down the road. It's no big deal. So, but thank you, Woodman. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, that's the light she got me. And I guess Strident, she reached out to Strident and he helped her kind of pick it out and everything, which is cool. So thank you to Strident, and thank you to my fiance. It's a wonderful light. It's a wonderful light. And there's Dusty on the ground. I don't know if you can see him, but he's sleeping. There he is. There he is. There's my buddy. The other 3 dogs are in the other room, and they're all sleeping for now. Who knows what will startle them or wake them up? But hello, everybody. How you doing? There's my intro, my 15-minute intro there, my 15 minutes of fame. So I got a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff to go through. I am going to go through my best and worst figures of 2024. I'm going to go through some new pickups, and also I want to open some figures that I got from my pile of loot, and I unboxed some figures already from that pile of loot, so I'll show those two. 2 of them I might wait to show because they could possibly be on the list. I'm not going to say if they're on the good side or the bad side, though. So we'll get to that. But yeah, I mean, kind of pick your poison. I mean, what would you guys like to do first? Would you like to do the best and worst, or would you like to do pickups first? Or would you like to do, what could we do? Best and worst or pickups? And don't mind my alopecia. My alopecia that will not go away. Which I have to actually get steroid cream for that. But best and worst sounds fun. Okay, there's one vote for. We got one vote for pickups. All right. We got a split decision here. Somebody be the deciding factor. Best and worst. It's just Tim again. Well, he said best and worst. Okay, he switched to best and worst. Okay, we'll do best and worst. All right. All right. So I have a lot for best and worst. My initial plan was to do like one of each, but I was just like, when I was going through stuff today, I was like, I couldn't remember what came out this year, which has always been my problem, which is why I kind of stopped doing top 10 lists at the end of the year. But I scoured lists online, and thank you to all the people who made like Marvel Legends lists and a bunch of Hasbro lists and stuff like that. I'll tell you this right off the bat. There are no Mythic Legions and no Cosmic Legions on the list. And the reason for that is that I have not collected one this year. Not a single one. The last ones I collected was the Cosmic Legions that came out the end of last year at Legions Con. So whatever you saw last year is pretty much what I have. The ones I pre-ordered, which was Wave 2 of Cosmic Legion, still has yet to come out. A lot of other things other than exclusives have yet to come out. So there's really nothing to talk about when it comes to Mythic and Cosmic Legion. So there's nothing on the list for them. All right. So first one, and is this? Yeah, oh, you can see it already. Oh boy. Let me turn my camera this way then. All right, I'll bring all these. All right, so we know what we'll do. We'll do with the first one. And I can't, for the love of me, remember if this guy came out this year or not. I don't know if you saw him on camera already. I think he did. I think he came out like beginning of this year. I'm thinking he did. But it is the Desert Ops. Why is this lighting so weird? The Desert Ops Condor, which I still love. And I think he came out this year. If not, then I guess we'll just add him in there anyway. But I'm pretty sure I got him this year. But he's a really cool one. That is, I think, the only pickup I got this year from Action Force. I didn't get any of the new wave yet. I'm still kind of figuring out if I'm going to or not, but he's a really good one. I like some of the Action Force stuff. I know they're starting to come out with newer bodies, but and the face sculpt looks really good. I love the screaming head. I love the tactical gear for him. It looks really good and very nicely done. Actually, it's not the only thing I'm going to be showing from Action Force, but it is the only figure on the list. So I'm going to be doing when we get to pickups, we'll do that because I haven't done a video on that. So there's gonna be a little bit of a longer stream here today. All right, so that's from Action Force. The only thing from Action Force this year. What could we go with next? All right, so we're sticking with kind of, not the outside companies. This guy came out, I want to say, not this year, but I'm going to add him in because it took me a while to find him for the right price. I didn't want to pay over $100 for this guy, but he is absolutely gorgeous, and I love him, and I can't wait to get more of these guys. I have to remember his name, and then I have to post the link for channel memberships because I forgot to do that. You bonehead. Yeah, bonehead. Maybe he's on Big Bad Toy Store. I can't remember. This doesn't affect the stream too much. Me looking up another. Let's see. No. I hate that. All right. What's your name, buddy? Because I can't remember your name offhand. There we go. There we go. Okay. I'm back. All right. Here we go. It is Master Wang from Maestro Union, aka Fury Toys. Fury Planet. Furay or Furray. Almost like furry. But this is the regular release, not the White Tiger release. And this is the version that I really, really wanted. He does come with his little pipe that he can smoke. He comes with so much stuff. This is absolutely a beautiful, beautiful action figure. This feels like, and Tim's asked me something. Are you starting with the best figures first? Yeah, I'll be starting with the best figures first. It'll go best and then worst, and then we'll do pickups. Sorry, I should have said that. It's my fault. Thank you, Tim. But yeah, so this guy, absolutely awesome. You can take all of this off. This feels like this figure feels like I don't know, like a really, really, really high quality plastic NECA figure. And NECA has gotten better with their plastics, but this feels far durable, I have more trust in the plastics on this guy than I do on any NECA figure ever. He's got weight, he's got heft, he stands, even though he's got high ankles and angled ankles. You can take his hat off if you want to. You can see his face. It comes with, I believe, multiple heads, multiple hands, a bunch of different accessories. There's another version of him coming out with, and it comes with like a big old sword and stuff like that. Like, I can't wait for that version. I wish that version came out this year so I could put that one on the list because I know it's just going to be as good as quality of this. So, and the paint apps, like I said, paint apps are like high level, and I mean like elite level paint apps, sculpt, elite level sculpt, articulation, range of motion. He's got butterfly joints. He can do splits. He can do whatever you need him to do. He's a really, really good one. I picked this up off of Amazon. I think he was on sale a few months ago. I want to say I got him back in August of this year, and he's fantastic. He's not that expensive. Like normally he's $100. I think he's around the 90 to $100. But I gotta say, I mean, I picked him up for, I think it was like 60. You got to just keep watching, not eBay. You got to keep watching Amazon. They usually will put him on sale. I know the White Tiger version, which is still a good version. This is straight up version, just White Tiger. So if you don't mind the White Tiger look, which is, it's perfectly fine to like that too. he's been on sale and he is widely available. So if you want to pick him up, there's also the bunny, which I actually want to get to. There's a werewolf called William you can pick up. There is a couple. There's a 2-pack that's coming out with the Panda Brothers, which is really awesome. Or you can buy them separately. There's a big old like crocodile hunter called Crocker. There's another version of that of Crocker too. There's a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive. And then there's the nameless one, which is on Big Bad Toy Store as well. I believe his name is Kensai, the nameless one, and he's really cool. So I do want to pick him up too. I don't know how deep I'm going to go with this line, but I mean, as long as they're making really cool designs, I'm going to pick up some of these guys. And I believe the nameless one is like $60. I got him, like I said, on sale for $60. It's every bit worth, and the packaging, the presentation, everything is there. It, like I said, and it's higher level. It looks like NECA packaging, but if they did, that's what the comparison was. It's kind of like NECA mixed with, if NECA had a baby with the 4 Horsemen with better range of motion and better articulation and higher quality, that's what these figures would be like. So yeah, there you go. And more accessories. He comes with a ton of stuff. Not that accessories make a figure great, because they don't necessarily, but everything that he comes with makes sense thematically. So, but he's really not that bad. Like when you're thinking of high price stuff, like when I think of high price stuff, I'm always thinking of like third-party Transformers and like $300 Transformers, stuff like that, which is insane, or Hot Toys figures. So he's one of them. I'm going to put the ones that I've done over here so I know which ones I've done, because I will lose track and then I'll be showing the same figure over again. All right, next one we'll stick with what I do. Okay, so that's like the independent stuff. Let me get my box. I'm going to put my box over here. Let me move the box out of the shot and move it over here. Oh, God. That's it. All right, so I do have. All right, so I'll do wrestling next because I don't have too many out of here. I think there's like just a few that I really kind of fell in love with this year. One set I just got. Like I said, there's only a few, but you guys know I love pro wrestling. I grew up on pro wrestling. So, and these are just really good figures. The first one, I think one is an elite and the other one are 2 ultimates. So I'll start with the elite, and it is this version of one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. He's not all the way up there, but he's definitely within that, top 10. I would say I'd probably throw him in my top 10. He is a native of Buffalo, New York, from my hometown, and is Lex Luger. Now, this specific look for Lex Luger was always my favorite look for him. It's his SummerSlam 1993 look, and it's absolutely gorgeous. This is such a well done figure. He's got really good articulation, range of motion. He's got double jointed knees and elbows now. He was released earlier this year, but this is definitely a very nice and accurate look to that Lex Luger. I believe this came out in a SummerSlam wave. It was like a Build-A-Figure wave or something like that. But it's really well done. The only thing I don't like about him is that his head is kind of like weird and like bobbly a little bit. Sometimes when I put it in a pose, and it's sitting a little bit high up off the neck, which is, not the worst thing in the world, but it does get a little bit annoying. The only other thing I kind of don't like is the forearm covering for him. That's the only other thing I don't like about him. Just because the way that they did it's just an old Mattel elbow pad that they just painted stars and stripes. And while the paint is nice, it's just like, come on, man, you guys couldn't tool a better like cloth piece for him or something like that. I mean, come on. open up the budget a little bit more. And while we do have a lot of paint apps on here with the stars and stripes and gold and everything, and it looks really good, and that's like a nitpick, I guess. But other than that, that's my only elite I have on the list this year. And I only collect flashbacks. I don't collect modern roster characters at all because I'm not really that high on the modern product. So the next one is going to be as far as the best, and I don't think I have any worst releases from Mattel. I don't think they've done anything horrendous this year, at least as far as what I've seen. But the next good one is going to be the Monday Night Wars Walmart exclusive Bret the Hitman Hart. This is his 1997 Hart Foundation attire when he was WWF champion. And it's just a very well done figure. He comes with extra arms that you can pop off if you don't want the jacket look, and then you can just take this jacket off. This is how jackets should be done. If you're going to have multiple different looks, other companies need to take note of having the arms sculpted with a jacket arm and then being able to be removed and then put on a bare arm if you want to have the jacket off. Marvel Legends could learn a thing from Mattel, I'm telling you, when it comes to that stuff. So there it is. There's the ultimate Bret Hart from the Walmart exclusive Monday Night Wars. And next up, I'm just going to jump right into it. This is probably my most anticipated wrestling figure and probably figures I was looking forward to for the year. It's a set. It just got to me before Christmas, before I went on my vacation, and I was super pumped about it. It's the 90s Steiner Brothers box set. Oh man, this is a Mattel Creations. I think it's a ringside exclusive. This, and they're up, I think they're upstairs. This, and I could probably lump in the Headbangers 2-pack with this, but those are elites. These are ultimates. Though that's a really good set too. The Headbangers one, I think you could still get them on Mattel Creations if you're interested. But the Steiner Brothers, man, I mean, look at the sculpt on this guy, the detail. He comes with an extra head with a removable headgear, the amateur wrestling headgear. The attire is spot on. The boots are sculpted perfectly for him. It's accurate. It looks really good. He comes with a open mouth face for Rick. And then Scotty, I mean, we've been dying for a mullet Scotty for a very long time now. We've got, we're going to get NWO Scotty down the road. I know it. And we got 2003 Scotty, which it's fine. It's workable. It fits an era, but this is really the version that I was looking forward to. I had the Hasbro 90s version of both these guys, and this really brings back hits the nostalgia button for me, but it also really, I mean, 1993 Scott Steiner, Rick Steiner, when they were tag team champions in the WWF was I think the versions I really wanted the most with the mullet. That is an epic fluffy mullet right there with Rick and Scott. Well, Rick doesn't have one, but Scotty does. And Scotty was like such an, oh man, if WWF could have really, I mean, what they did with Kurt Angle, they could have done with Scott Steiner. And if they would have kept him on the roster, oof, imagine late, 97 Scott Steiner. Oof, oh my God. In the WWF. Oof, 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 oof. All right. So those are the wrestling figures. Like I said, you could throw the Headbangers 2-pack that just came out. That's a really, really, really good 2-pack. I'll probably do a quick shot review of the Steiner Brothers and a quick shot review of the Headbangers. I'm hoping we get some Godwins down the road, and I'm hoping that we get Who else? Who else would I really, really want? A Hakushi. I'm rooting for Hakushi. Come on. Anyway, I don't think we're gonna get that, but anyway, all right. So moving on, we'll scoot over to. Don't worry, I got GI Joe stuff in here. Don't you guys worry. I definitely do. I don't know if you guys can see any of this. I'm hoping not. You know what? The next one's a big one, and we'll get the Marvel Legends stuff out of the way. We'll do the best Marvel Legends right now. I want to say this is probably my favorite right here. And these are in no particular order. But I want to say, as far as Marvel Legends go, as far as this category goes, I would definitely have to go with this guy, Mr. Danny Ketch, Ghost Rider. It's just such a well done figure. The flame effects, the fact that you can get this hiked up into the air, just like the comic, just like the artwork is absolutely fantastic. The head sculpt looks really good. The sculpt is accurate to Danny. The bike is proportioned better than the Toy Biz one. Everything about this is just very spot on. And I think I got it for $50. I think that's what he normally goes for, maybe $50-$60, something like that. But I think this is everything, or every ounce of my money was well spent here. So there it is. There is the first for the Marvel Legends, but I think this is my favorite out of the bunch, out of the group here. Hey, Terry, what's going on, buddy? Happy holidays. Hello, hello. So Danny Ketch Ghost Rider will be the first of the best Marvel Legends this year. Let's get that out of the way. I have a mess over here. Okay. And then, oh my God, of course that would happen. Get out of there. So next up, and I'd probably say he's probably my favorite Marvel Legend. You're doing well? That's good, man. Double T. Terry Turner, double T. TT. TT. All right, we'll save him for later. Hopefully you guys don't see that. We still got Star Wars to do. We still got a whole bunch of other stuff to do, so don't worry. All right, get that out of the way. What's next for Marvel? Let me separate some of this stuff so I'm not just. I know what I have here. I kind of toss everybody in a box. So this is going to go in the bad pile. That's going in the bad pile. That's going in the bad pile. There's really not that much in the bad pile this year, that's a good thing. That's definitely a good thing. I do have a brand new release, which is in the good pile. That's good. I got to get his stupid gun back in his hand. Oh, maybe that gave it away. Uh-oh. 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 All right, let me get this separated. You got to keep them separated. You're going to go in the bad pile. You're going to go in the good pile. You're going in the bad pile. Get your ass over there. All right, so next for Marvel Legends, and then we have a couple other Marvel-related stuff. Uh-oh, what could it be? All right, so the next of, I think, the best Marvel Legends is going to be Dracula. This Dracula is super good. Like, really, 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 really good. Don't sleep on him. I think the only thing that he could benefit from would be a cloth cape. I really think the cloth cape, it does hinder him, but he comes with a sword. I believe he comes with extra hands. The head is fantastic. I believe the ponytail is articulated. Yes, you can change the hair if you want it windswept or not. There is actual sculpting on him. Oh my Lord, have mercy. I can't believe it. I'm talking like all throughout the body here. Let me turn him so he's neutral. All throughout the body here is all sculpted detail. That whole chest, all sculpted. The knees are all sculpted. The boots are all sculpted. The gauntlets are all sculpted. This is pretty much an all new body right here. This is absolutely fantastic. Now the caveat is that he has single jointed elbows, but look at the range of motion in the single jointed elbow. Like that's way more than 90 degrees that you're getting. It's better than some of the double jointed elbows I've seen. And as long as you're getting the range of motion, it's not really necessary to have double jointed elbows just because you're doing double jointed elbows. As long as you get the range of motion, it really doesn't matter to me. But the head sculpts are really well done. I mean, he comes with a bunch of stuff for $25. I really do think it's nice. I mean, there's not really a whole lot of people talking about this guy. I feel like I feel like I haven't seen him on any top 10 videos. As far as that goes, I feel like he just kind of got forgotten about. So maybe I haven't seen all the videos. So maybe somebody's got him on there. But the sword is really well done. It is a unique sculpt for his sword. And if you get the blade from this wave, I believe you could pair them up. So there's that. There's Dracula from from Marvel Legends. We'll put him in the done pile. Next up. All right, we'll just stick with that, and then I'll do the last piece. The next one really kind of took me by surprise. It was a figure that I actually accidentally forgot that I pre-ordered, and then he came in the mail, and I was like, oh, I did pre-order this guy. And I was like, oh, well, it's just another one of those. And then when I got him in hand and I'm like playing around with him, I'm like, this dude is really good. And I was shocked he has the amount of sculpting he actually has on him. And it is the astonishing Wolverine. This is by far one of the best. You gonna focus, camera? No, you're not gonna do that. This is by far one of the best Wolverines made. He comes with an extra head, extra hands. The claws are really, really, really well done. They're not bent. They're not out of shape, out of package. His whole body is got sculpting and detail. And I'm talking the stripes that you see up top. That's all sculpted in to the body. The, I guess, shoulder pads, that's a new sculpt. All the line work that you see on him has actual sculpting. The belt is a brand new sculpt. The head has a brand new sculpt, obviously. The gloves are sculpted into the body, into the forearm. That's actual sculpting. The gloves have like textures and sculpting going near the claws there. Everything you see where you see a line, that all has sculpted detail on there. You can see it right here. There's sculpted detail right there. The boots, this is all sculpted. Like how do we get something as good as this? And then we get like the bare minimum with some of these. I just don't get it. Like how does that happen? I get how it happens, but Tim wants to know, do I like this better or the movie Wolverine? This is what I've always wanted. So, you know how movie figures get way more sculpting, way more detail, way more paint apps and all that stuff. That's on the level of this, but it's a comic book figure. And to me, I collect comic book figures. I don't collect movie figures. I have seen the movie Wolverine. I believe I think Joey's got it, and I've seen it in hand. And I'm just like, yeah, it's another movie figure. It's in that category. It's good, but I don't collect movie figures. But this, I think, beats it just personally. This is personal preference here. This, I think, beats it because the accuracy, the extra head, it's a good unmasked head of Wolverine. I think it's the best. The sculpted line and detail work on him is fantastic. I actually like the fact that he does have painted arm hair that doesn't look like Pepper for once, you know. Does it come with one head? No, it comes with two heads. So it comes with this head that you see right here, and it comes with a unmasked head also. It's really good. I'm gonna do I'll definitely remind myself to do a review of this guy. It'll probably be another one of those quick shot reviews. But it's really good. Or maybe I'll make this a silent review and I'll just show all the stuff and we can do that because I haven't done a silent review in a hot minute. But yeah. Yes, it definitely does come with an extra head. So, and he's great. He's fantastic. Definitely go pick him up. If I could recommend somebody right off the list right away to go get, it's this Wolverine. Go get him. And I think he's pretty much available. You can get him on Amazon. You can get him on Big Bad Toy Store. I think he's got better prices on Big Bad. I think he's just a regular 25. But I think the reason why maybe he's not selling as well is because a lot of people don't care about Astonishing X-Men that much. But it's a really good figure. If you just want a really good figure and a really good rendition of Wolverine, go get him. So there's that. Next, and I think this is the last for the good section of Marvel Legends. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. Because I haven't picked up that many Marvel Legends this year. I'm going to be honest with you guys. It is a set. This is on the good section. And this is not recency bias. If you saw my latest video, then you know I had to put these two on the list, I think. And it's mostly, I mean, she by herself, she probably would not be on the list. But because she comes with him, this Lockjaw is amazing. It is absolutely fantastic. I can't tell you how good this Lockjaw is. It's so good. He comes with accessories. He comes with extra legs. So I got him in the seated position right now. And then he comes with an extra mouth that you can remove. Let me see if I can take the mouth off here. Which I showed in the review, but you can take the mouth off. I know now it looks like I'm torturing poor Lockjaw here, where he's got no mouth. But he comes with a regular stoic looking face, more serious face, and he comes with this you good little boy face, you know. He comes with a pair of straight legs with ankle articulation. The seated legs don't have any articulation other than a swivel, but he does have toe or ankle articulation here in the front, and then the other legs that you replace in the back also has ankle articulation. Like I said, extra mouth, the extra tuning fork right here. You can remove this tuning fork and then give he comes with a powered up tuning fork. The posable tail. I mean, and the sculpt and the detail and the quality of the plastic that's used with him. It almost makes you think this is not a Marvel Legend because he's not hollow plastic. He's thick plastic. He's like a brick. He is like a brick. He's got weight to him. Like when you get if you get this set, you'll feel it in the package. You'll know whoa, Lockjaw's got some heft to him. But this is a really good set. I think overall, if you don't like the Inhumans, I totally get it. But I mean, for God's sake, I mean, at least get Lockjaw. I mean, I think it's a really good figure. The sculpt, the detail, the paint is really well done. I mean, look at just the ridges on his back. It's crazy. It's almost like I'm petting a real like bulldog or a puggle or something. Because you know how they get those ridges on their back? Yeah, it's pretty cool. But Crystal's fine. I mean, she comes with extra head, extra, the typical female hand, the fist hands and the open hands. And then she does come with her elemental effects too. She's not a bad figure. She's just kind of, adequate. What we should be getting or what we've been used to getting. She's got decent articulation, range of motion. It's kind of just the status quo. And this, I think, brings it up a huge level. That, and I actually enjoy the Inhumans like other people don't. So I'm in the minority there, but that's okay. So that's it for the good Marvel Legends. Now we're going to move on to a vehicle. And there might be another vehicle on here. Probably is. But this is the first one. This is solely based on nostalgia. This was released this year. I just happened to bump into it at a Target, and I was like, what the hell? They have this? And they are slowly re-releasing a lot of these, and I am loving it. Thank you, Playmates, for a pizza shooter. And it is working. This is brand new re-release of the pizza shooter. Came with original stickers and everything, and it's a straight up like re-release. I think the only thing it doesn't come with that the original did was, I think the original came with a seatbelt, where this one does not come with a seatbelt. I originally had pre-ordered the Technodrome, but unfortunately, I realized that the Technodrome is smaller than the original, the re-release, which is stupid. Why would you ever do that? I don't understand that. Keep it the same size. And then on top of that, Amazon just decided to cancel my pre-order for no apparent reason whatsoever. They just said, yeah, no, you don't want that. So I don't have that. Unfortunately, I might have to track down an original sometime. I don't know. Or if I find the re-release on sale sometime somewhere, maybe I'll get it then. Yeah, you have one too, Tim, and you love it. Did you get it this year too? I love it. I think this is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So, yeah, big fan of this. It still has that original clicking, and then you let it go, and it kind of rolls on its own. And it does shoot. So that's pretty cool. It does take batteries. So there's that, and then there's the pizzas in the top. So pretty awesome. This was a huge coup for me. If they ever re-release the damn sewer, that would be fantastic. The sewer layer was like a lot of my childhood there. So I hope they re-release that. So that's one vehicle. We'll switch now gears to Transformers really quick. I have a few Transformers on here. Or actually, you know what? No, I have to stick with Marvel for one more second. Because I have two things on here, and I can't remember if I bought this year or last year, but we're going to put them on here anyway, because I can't remember. It's just right for Michelangelo. I know, I agree, Terry. I agree. But so the first one is still Marvel themed. It is a Marvel Select figure. Like I said, I can't remember if I bought him this year. I think I did in the beginning of the year. It might have been this summer I picked this guy up. But and if I did put him on a list last year, just bear with me here. It's the Marvel Select Beta Ray Bill. This thing, holy cannoli! Oh my god, I love Beta Ray Bill. I love his stories; they're hilarious. I love his character; he's hilarious. I love his aesthetic; it's ridiculous and amazing at the same time. And this is more of his modern look. I think this is the version where that mohawk. I know, right? It's epic. And the sculpt, the detail is fantastic. He is a big dude. Like, here's all right. So a wrestling figure, a Mattel wrestling figure is about, I want to say, they say 6 inches, but really it's kind of in between. It's just a little bit less than 7 inches. This is Bret Hart next to Better Ray Bill. All right. Here is, let's grab, here's Wolverine, which he's a little bit shorter. There they are, foot to foot. Okay. Here is Dracula. You know, Dracula's a little bit on the taller side. There's Dracula dwarfed by this guy. So if that gives you guys an idea of how big he is, and for $30, like Jesus, like this is a lot of sculpt, a lot of detail, really good range of motion. He's got a lot of articulation. He's got a true upper thigh swivel, like an atomically correct thigh swivel, which gets really good range of motion. He's got double knees. Does he? Oh no, he's got single knees, but it gets 90 degrees, which is really good. The elbows are single jointed, but it's more than 90 degrees on this big old dude. More than 90 degrees. It's amazing. And he's actually smaller than the Hulk. He's not Hulk sized. He's close. But you fit him in with I guess he would be Marvel Legends Hulk sized. Yeah. But Marvel Select Hulk size, Marvel Select Hulk's like this. He's huge. It's ridiculous. But yeah, he's definitely Marvel Legends Hulk size. Yeah, absolutely. But this figure, oh my God. If you don't have him, between him, Colossus that was released a long time ago, and that Juggernaut that was released, I think, just before Colossus. I mean, these are, I think, must gets as far as if you're just like a Marvel fan in general. Like, you should pick this guy up. Pick up that Thor that came with the whirling hammer. That's another Marvel Select to get. That's really good, and it goes perfectly with him, I think. But yeah, this is one to get, guys. And then the only other Marvel Select I have on the list this year, and it's really good, and I mean really, 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 really good, is the Marvel Select Captain America. This is a really well done figure. It looks, yes, it's going to be out of scale for Marvel Legends, but it's not meant to be in scale with Marvel Legends. It's a Marvel Select. This is so well done. And the articulation, the range of motion, got double jointed elbows, double jointed knees. He's got I believe he has an ab crunch. Yeah, he does. He's got an ab crunch. He's got ankle pivot. He's got ankle hinges also. He's got a boot cut. He comes with extra hands. He comes with a true to form actual shield that he can grab and wrap around. I believe my shield unpegged somehow, some way. But anyway, it works really well. He comes with an actual harness on his back, and it's just, this is so well done. Please, if you are remotely a Cap fan like I am, you should probably have this guy. You should probably get him. And the lighting is not doing him any justice. Also, the reds on him are not, they're slightly muted, but they're not too muted. Where it looks like almost like a movie figure. It's not bad at all. So this is definitely on the good list. So Marvel Select Cap, go get him. He's really good. All right, now we can shift gears. We'll do Transformers next, and then we'll do Star Wars, and then we'll finish off with G.I. Joe. How's that? All right, so first one, and I can't remember if this came out this year, and I don't care if it did or didn't, but I picked him up this year. I've already done a review on him. I have said what I need to say about this guy. He is absolutely fantastic. I think this might be The best one, or one of the best Transformers they've ever done. It's the buzzworthy Bumblebee Jazz. Cybertronian Jazz. This is such a well done figure. Go check out the review. I go very in depth with this guy. The transformation is so intuitive, super easy to do. It'll take you probably a minute to do it, if that, and you'll have a lot of fun transforming him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. He's a great figure. He's got a great aesthetic. He's got great posability, really good range of motion. He can store all of his weapons. He can hide all of his weapons too in storage. And he turns into a little vacuum cleaner shoe. And it's amazing. So go check out the review of this guy. Jazz. There he is. Hello. Looking very jazzy. He comes with a grapple hook too that you can hide underneath his chest right here, which is cool. And a gun. And you can also take that off, replace it with his hand like I did, or you can flip the hand back, have a hand, and then take this and plug it right in there, and now he's got a grapple gun. This is one of the best ever. I'm telling you. Hasbro, do more stuff like this all the time with Transformers, please. All right, so next up, God, it's getting hot in this room. Whew. Next up, we're going to go to a baddie. I don't have too many Transformers on here from typical Hasbro stuff. I did get some third-party stuff, but a lot of the third-party stuff wasn't really released this year. Jazz hands. Gotta put him down. Jazz hands. But next up, we're going to do. We've got. You know what? Should I do him or should I do? All right, we'll do him. It's Straxus from the old, and if you don't know who he is, Straxus is actually from the original Marvel comics and that kind of earlier, more classic-looking comic run. He is heavily based on the Megatron, or sorry, not Megatron, the Galvatron body, but it really kind of works. And I am not one to buy reused, re-released, repurposed stuff. And Transformers likes to do a lot of that stuff. And I don't like it because a lot of Transformers are very unique and different looking from each other. But the subtle changes that they did with him, with the legs, the chest, the new head, the transformation is the same as Galvatron. But when you see his design, it looks just like a flying Galvatron in his alt mode. Like he looks like a cannon in his alt mode. So Straxus, you can look him up. He's awesome. I think he just popped up on Big Bad Toy Store for a pre-order, but I think he might still be available. I have to double check, but he might still be available on Hasbro Pulse if you want to pick him up. But there's the back kibble. That's what the back kibble looks like. It's a fun transformation. I like this Galvatron body. It feels like a premium figure. Like it doesn't feel chintzy. There's no hollow anything on him. It looks like an actual, like there's no, maybe that's the only hollow thing is right here. That's it. That's it. That's it. It feels as premium as this. So like the high praise I gave this is high praise too. So he comes with his signature battle axe, and then he also comes with his gun. And it also has paint detail on there to make it look like he's jumping out of the pages of the comic, which is cool. And there is the head sculpt of Straxus. Like I said, all new chest. So that's really cool. So, and they switched up some stuff. They even put some comic book stripes on the legs, which I think it works pretty well and kind of differentiates him a little bit more from just Galvatron. So, but this is a nice figure. I like the transformation. It came in a really nice box too for his display purposes. So a box, I believe, was just the comic book artwork, and then you open it up, and then he's in there, and then flip to the back, and it shows some more artwork as well. So if you're a Min on Card box collector, you'll like him for that as well. But there is Straxus. Put him over there, kindly. All right, and I think this is the last Transformer I have. I think it is. I believe so. Let me reattach his thing because it fell off. Put your thing back, sir. Put your thing back. There you go. This is one that was a part of a box set. You could also get him single carded if you wanted to. And I think really if you get the single carded release or you get this release, I don't think it really matters. But it's a fun transformation. It's yet again it's very intuitive. It's not a beast of a transformation or anything like that, but he is a beast himself, and it is Thundertron. This is a really, really cool figure. This is the box set version. He's got a little bit of a lighter blue color scheme, which was kind of his original look. But he does come with a new head on this version. He comes with the eye patch. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me get some more lighting over here. Uh-oh. My dog's going to bark in about 3 seconds. He just heard another dog bark. But he comes with an eye patch. He comes with his little parrot friend here, which is pretty cool. And he also comes with I think it's, what is his name? He comes with another guy in the box set. But you can get this on sale, this box set, I think for like $30 or something right now, I think. You'll have to look up Star Raiders on Walmart's website, but it should pop up and it should be technically a 3-pack. They consider this a figure, him a figure, and he's a larger figure too. And then he comes with what the hell's his name? It's like I don't know. He's like a car. He turns into like a glacier looking car. I can't remember his name offhand for some reason. I don't know why, but he's really cool. He's a pirate. You know, he's the leader of the Star Raiders. I keep wanting to say Star Jammers, but that's not it. And I think it's not even Star Raiders. It's something else. I can't remember the name of the pirates, but anyway. But yeah, the Walmart had the exclusives to these. He turns into a friggin' lion, by the way, and his transformation is super fun and easy and quick. Like I said, take you maybe a minute or two to do his transformation. The regular version comes in a darker blue. He still does come with a peg leg, and that's actually his foot covering the saber that he's got there. So you can take that off. That's what I was reattaching, and just plug it into his foot if you don't like the peg leg. And then there you go. Now you got the foot. You got a foot there. So he's really cool. Go check him out. I like him. And this version also comes with a hook hand, where the other version comes with a hand. And this version comes with a different head. So, but everything else essentially the same, other than the color, the head, and the hand. So, but there you go, Thundertron. He's on the best list. I like him quite a bit. He's really cool. So that's it for the Transformers stuff. If I could add one, which I didn't want to bring his big burly rear end down here, it would be oh my god, now I forgot his name. Oh my god, I gotta look him up. I need a sip of water too. What in the world is his name? Tidal Wave. I would definitely throw Tidal Wave on here. He's a Titan class figure. I got him on sale from Amazon. Now, when I got him on sale, it was Black Friday. Night Strike. In that box set, I'll have to look up the box set because this way I'll just tell you. I think it's like his name's like Magma-us or something. I can't remember the name of the third guy that comes in. box set for Thundertron. But yeah, Tidal Wave is a really good Titan class figure. He's regularly $200. I got him for $100. I think it was like $110, and he was on sale. Oh no, it might have been less. It might have been like $90. But keep an eye on the sales. Keep an eye on Amazon. He's been going down in price. A lot of people have not been buying him. Thundertron Transformer. And let me see. Also, I'll be able to tell you guys if this stuff is on sale. Excuse me. Where are you at, box set? Oh, now you're not going to pop up. Walmart likes to do. I swear, Walmart has the worst, the absolute worst search engine. You have to type in Star Raiders because they were a Walmart exclusive under the Star Raiders banner, which is stupid. But yeah, the other Star Raiders are Ferric, Cannonball, Road Pig, Lockdown, Fletch, and then the other one is, oh, it's out of stock. I'm sorry, guys. The box set's out of stock, but you can still get Thundertron by himself for, I think, I'll have to go back and check. Hold on. Get out of here with that. No, I don't want that either. Go away. What's his name? What is your name? So Night Strike is the little parrot dude or bat. Infernic is the other guy that he comes with. So it's Thundertron, Night Strike, the bat, and then Infernic. And Night Strike can sit on his shoulder like a parrot, but he's really a bat. But if you want to just get Thundertron and you don't care about the other two, which they're not really a necessity to get if you don't really want all that, I think you can get Thundertron. I know Ferric's on sale for $10 right now, and that's a really good figure. Where's regular Thundertron? What's going on? He was just here. Oh my god, now you're gonna make me type in Thundertron. So usually they have him on sale. No, now he went up in price now. Of course, just get him off Big Bad Toy Store or get him off of Amazon. I think he's on sale on Amazon. But the box set. Oh, and I gotta post a link. What am I doing here? Share the link of me. Share the link of you. Link-a-dink. Come on. No, I didn't ask for that. Oh my god, Dusty is out like a light. All right, let me get this. All right. Oh, dip. All right. I am going to post a link right now to the memberships. If anybody wants to join, you can join. There you go. I did forget to post that in there earlier, so sorry about that. Anyway, moving on. I tried to help as much as I could with that, but I know for a fact that Thundertron, you can get him on sale on Amazon. I know you can. I know you can do it. You can do it. Actually, I can check on my phone. It'll take 2 seconds, and then we'll transition to, let's see, Thundertron. No, not Thunder Uran. Tron. All right, let's see what we got for Thunder Nuts. No. Oh my god, why is he not? He's been on sale. I'm telling you, since September to a week ago, he's been on sale. Now he's $36 everywhere. Well, I mean, best course of action, just keep an eye on it. Yeah, I bought him back in October. So, I mean, he's been on join the Jive Turkey Club, people. That's right. All right. Moving on. We will do Black Series. I don't think I have too many. I think I only have like a couple. Oh yeah, no, I have I have a few. Oh, you know what? Oh, this will get you guys going. Before we do Black Series, there's one more company that I forgot that I wanted to mention that I finally got one of. Finally. I've been waiting since like almost 2 years for this anticipation wise. This was the first one that I actually received. And it's not the first one that I picked up, but the first one I received physically. And it is the Monster Force Delta Red action figure. These guys are really good. They're around $36. I think you can only get them off Big Bad Toy Store. They have modular like modular can't talk, I have to drink water. Modular gear and armor. You can take the pauldrons off, you can take the tack vest off, you can take this part of the vest off, this whole front piece you can take off and it pegs back in. You can take that off, you can take the grenades off, you can take this back piece, I think it's like a detonator, off. You can take the gun holster off, the gun out of the holster, you can take the little pouch I put there. It's got multiple heads. It comes with 3 heads, a unmasked head. I gave him this kind of Jason Voorhees Jason X mask, which I really like the design of. Because of the, like I said, a unmasked vampire head, this masked head, and then another masked head with a riot shield that comes up and down. You can see the face underneath. It's really good. Operation Monster Force. Oh my god, I got Declan Van Helsing finally back in my pile of loot. For some reason, my pre-order, something happened with it. I don't know, with Big Bad Toy Store. I've never seen that happen, but I'm really looking forward to this line. Another figure just dropped, Kilowog, in my pile of loot, so I'm really excited for that. And yeah, this is a really good line. Even the elbow pads are removable. Everything is removable on him. I believe he comes with a knife also. Unfortunately, there's no knife sheath with mine, with this guy, but looks really cool. I like him. I'd like to get the other version of this guy. There's 2 different versions of him. Let me get up close and personal so you can really see his face sculpt. Don't worry, I'm going to be doing a full in-depth review of this guy. But I'm really looking forward to Declan, getting him, getting Dracula, the Forbidden King. There's a few that I want, that I definitely want. I don't know how ham I'm going to go in on that line, but there are a few that I like the Eraser that's supposed to come out next year. There's a few. So with that being said, I guess we can move on to one more that I just actually opened yesterday and got them in the mail. And I'm kind of glad I got all this stuff before I'm doing this, because there's some other stuff that shipped and it's just not here yet, and it's just not going to make the list, man. That's okay. It'll save for next year, right? And it is the Jada Toys Guile. Jada Toys Guile, I would say Dalsim, and Bison I got this year. I'm just going to put Jada Toys on here as a whole in the good department, because this figure line is top notch. It rivals the soda figures. In a lot of ways, they're far superior in a lot of ways. Obviously this is a 2024 figure, and that's what a figure that what soda. I think those figures were like $8 to $10 back in the Toys R Us days. Sonic Boom. And he comes with a Sonic Boom. He comes with a stand to hold the Sonic Boom. He comes with extra hands. He comes with a removable, he comes with a thumbs up hand, but the thumbs up hand is also really cool because they repurposed it for also the holding hand for his comb that is removable, or you can put it in and he can be combing his hair. He comes with another flat hand so he can look like he's kind of doing one of these, you know. He comes with an extra screaming face sculpt. This is his regular serious face sculpt, and he comes with dog tags. And he does come with the accurate double American flags on both sides. But yeah, I'm really excited for this line. I can't wait for Cammy and DJ to drop. I'm loving these figures. They're so good. And if you are a fan of Street Fighter, I'm not a big fighter what you call it, fighter game, video game enthusiast, but I had my days where I played a shit ton of Street Fighter 2 and a shit ton of Marvel vs. Capcom and a shit ton of what you call it, oh my god, can't I think of this, Children of the Atom. There we go. I couldn't think of that. I don't know why. But yeah, so there's a lot of that. All right. So I think that's it. Those are the ones that I forgot. Don't worry. We still got Star Wars. We still got G.I. Joe. And then we'll get into the worst stuff. All right. So the first one I'm just going to throw on here because he's kind of burly is the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive or any version of this Darth Maul, the new Darth Maul. It's really good. If you get it with the blood fin, which I think he might still be available. I'm not 100% sure on that, but you can check Hasbro Pulse if he is. If he is, go get him. You might as well get him with the blood fin. And it's an all new body. I did a full review on him, I think a few months ago, and all new body, cloth goods robe, which is accurate, actually screen accurate to what he should look like. He comes in that vintage style packaging. So if you want to get your 1999 feels on, you can do that. The blood fin does have some weathering on it. It's got good range of motion, actually. It can pivot forward and back and tilt side to side. So if you want to get him banking, you can do that. He has pegs for the heels, so the heels can peg right in there. All new body, all new head sculpt, all new sculpt for also the lightsaber. This is a very, very good release. So any version, you don't have to just get this version. If you get the single carded one, which is different from this one because the tunic on this guy is cloth, where the single carded release has a plastic tunic. So there's a difference there. You don't get the robe. You don't get the little thing. You don't get the probe droid that he comes with, either the assassin droid, and you don't get the blood fin if you get the single carded release. But if you don't care about any of that, then just go get the single carded release or get the 3-pack with the Duel of the Fates 3-pack from GameStop, which I think was on sale for a little bit. Don't quote me on that. You'll have to check. But there it is. Darth Maul, blood fin. He's awesome. All right, let's jump right into it. The next one, and like I said, none of these are in any particular order. It's going to be Emperor Palpatine from what you call it? Revenge of the Sith. Another figure I did do a full review on, so if you want to check that out, you can. This is a figure that just needed to be done. I don't know why we waited 10 years or 11 years to get him. It's absurd to me that we had to wait that long to get this version of Palpatine. There's just no excuse or no rhyme or reason why for some reason they just kept giving us Return of the Jedi Palpatine over and over and over and over and over again, like 4 releases of him. Completely unnecessary, but we finally got this version. I'm hoping we get a Senator Palpatine down the road. That would be really nice, but he is a very well done figure. Underneath the robe, he's on the what was it? The Mandalorian Grogu deluxe box set body. So underneath this, it's got the Luke Skywalker body underneath there. So he's very poseable. He's got really good range of motion. He's creepy looking. I love it. He's on the good list. So good list guy. Next up, we'll go with. We'll save the best for last, I guess. Next up, we're gonna go with, and I think I only have two more, and then we're moving on to GI Joe, and then we're gonna move on to the worst. It's Jorah Sabaoth. This was a huge deal for me. Now, growing up and reading the books, I will tell you this: I never thought I was going to get this guy in toy form, especially toy form from a Black Series line. Like when the Black Series started, like the last thought was, hey, maybe one day we'll get a Jorah Sabaoth in a box set with an evil Luke on top of that. So, like, my God, so good. He uses the legs from Lando, from the Skiff Guard Lando. Other than that, the upper torso is new. The arms are new. The hands are actually, I don't think the hands, I'm trying to think if the hands were reused from the Palpatine throne, but I don't think they were. He looks like a crazy Jesus, and that's what he should look like. Crazy older Jesus. He comes with his pimp medallion. His shirtless. He's a shirtless wonder. He does come with his lightsaber. There is nowhere to hook on to his body with the lightsaber, but he doesn't really use the lightsaber that much. Like, I think he's only got a lightsaber in like 2 panels of the comic. So, so I just keep him with the light force lightning. So that works. And he's got his little Jesus sandals. You know, Holy Ghost, right? It's Jorah Sabaoth coming to get you and your little friends too. Can you spare any change, Sonny? Looks like a kind of like Santa Claus a little bit. It's Santa. Look, it's Santa. Evil Santa. So there's Jorah Sabaoth. He's on the list. And then I'll save the best for last. It's gotta be you. Wonderful you. Super Battle Droid you. This is a really, really good release by Hasbro here. The medallion definitely sells it. Yes. Disco Jesus, indeed. I agree. It's definitely the medallion. This is probably one of the absolute best of this year. I know a lot of people have been clamoring for this guy. A lot of people have been wanting. He does have head articulation. The chest can completely pop off to see the inner working. So if you want to give him a battle damaged look, you can do that. There you go. That's what it looks like. I still have to do a review of this guy, but don't worry, I will get to it. There you go. And you can pop the head off too if you want to have him headless. So there's that. You can see all the inner workings and everything. And it looks great. They did a really good job on this Super Battle Droid. And you could throw the Droidica in here. I just didn't have room to put him in the box. I was trying to accrue here. He also comes with blast effects as well, which is really good. And like I said, you could throw the Droidica, the super or the destroyer droid in here too. Roger. That's right. This is just fantastic figure. He's actually really, really poseable. He has ankle pivot. He's not as like stiff. He can actually get him into power stance if you wanted to. Like he's wailing on a guitar, you know. That's pretty good for a battle droid. I mean, the other battle droids can't do that at all. They need to redesign the battle droids, in my opinion. As far as that goes, that sculpt and that design is kind of a little old, a little long in the tooth. Could do a redo on the regular battle droids, but he stands well. He looks good. There's a side view of him. Like I say, if you want to have him posed shooting, you can put the hand down too. It's got a hinge joint on the hand. That's good. Pew, 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 pew. You know, you can do all the pew pews you want. You can pew pew away. Pew pew pew. All right, so that's it for Star Wars. That's all I got for Star Wars. As far as the best list. Now let's move on to the GI of the Joes. I'm going to be honest with you. There's not too many on the list. There's one I just got yesterday, but I'm going to put him on the list. There's one I got last week, but I'm putting him on the list. And then there's one I got 2 weeks ago. I'm putting him on the list. And then there's one I've done a review of. I'm putting him on the list. Anyway, all right. So enough of that. So the first one that we're going to talk about that I really, really do enjoy, and it's not even a character. It is the Halo Jumper, which a lot of this was heavy reuse for, I believe, what's his name? Can't think of his name. And Bingo was his name. I can't think of his name. What is his stupid name? I can't think of it. I keep wanting to say Hit and Run, but we haven't even gotten a release of Hit and Run yet. Oh God, I gotta go to Bro. I put Hey Bro. Hey Bro. Hey Bro Pulse. Get out of my face. So go over to G.I. Joe and don't be annoying. Let's see. Classified, what are you doing? God, Hasbro Pulse is the most aged website. They need to redo their stuff. All right, let's go down. Where are you, you little turkey? Somebody's probably already said it. Ripcord, there you go. Thank you. I don't know why I even took the time to look that up, because Terry with the clutch right there. And then G Money. But yeah, heavily reused for Ripcord. There we go. I couldn't think of his name. I'm an old man, long in the tooth. But really good figure. It comes with an actual working parachute, which I showed that in the review. So if you guys want to check that out, you can. Yeah, I like the altitude gauntlet wrist piece. I don't know the technical term for that, but he does have storage if you don't want to use the the parachute, which is what I've done here. If you're not going to use a parachute, but the parachute just plugs in right here to that back attachment right there. There we go with that. And like I said, in my mind, I'm just going to reuse this guy as free fall. He doesn't have the accurate colors to free fall. Maybe we'll get a free fall down the road. Who knows? But yeah, this is my free fall. Or you could go with skydive if you wanted to. Skydive was a Halo jumper if you wanted to. Free fall, more of a parachuter, but you could, they're all, it doesn't have to be that specific. You can use them for whatever you want. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, especially the like I said this in the review, it really does kind of more so remind me of skydive more than free fall, just because you could really see the aesthetics with his assault rifle grenade launcher combo, which if you look at the Pursuit of Cobra version of him, which had those like cool like glider wings that came with him, he also came with a very similar rifle combo. Not to say that others don't, but it looks very similar in even sculpt. So maybe that's what they were thinking with this guy, kind of, we can give them customization options if they don't want the no name guy. They can name them whoever they want or repaint them, repurpose them, whatever. So this is really cool. I like the fact that they're actually doing these like army builder dudes. I like this. I think it's a good idea. So it's nice. I like it. I like it a lot. And you'll notice a kind of a theme here with parachuters is that I'm a big fan of paratroopers, especially halo jumpers, but paratroopers in general. Like what was it? Airborne was one of my favorites last year that came out, and I would say he might be the best out of the classifieds last year. But there you go with that. What do I do next? Like I said, these are in no particular order, but I was really originally very low on this guy, and he's absolutely positively one of my absolute favorites of all time. He's a part of a trio. He just came out. When I saw the original promo shots for him, I was very disappointed in the face. I was like, he looks like Bill Cosby. It looks horrible. But then when I got him in hand, the face sculpt looks a lot better. And so does his accoutrement. It looks like it makes sense. The only thing that this guy's missing that bothers the hell out of me is there's no backpack. Like all of these other guys that can come with backpacks. My man can't come with a backpack. Why? Anyway, but we'll get to that in the review because this review is probably going to be shot tomorrow and probably uploaded maybe Christmas or maybe the day after Christmas. But it's Alpine. I was actually pleasantly surprised with this guy. He's better than I thought. I was really, really, really low on this guy. I was almost Dusty mad about this guy. Not you, Dusty. He's still sleeping. He's not even paying attention. But yeah, the Dusty Classifieds release I was not happy with that whatsoever. I was very kind of annoyed with that release. Head sculpt was really good with that release, but everything else was just god awful. But this figure is really good. You can hook on his climbing, whatever that's called. I'm not a climber, so I don't know. But he also comes with these sculpted like carabiners, and he also comes with back here a little pouch. I don't know if you can see it. This is not the best lighting for this. A little pouch right here, which is supposed to carry more cord, and you're supposed to be able to unravel that cord from the back. That's such a nice touch. I love it. And then he comes with a grapple hook with actual rope that's wrapped around, and it came wrapped around really tight. So if you don't want to actually use the cord, you don't have to, but it is there. It's pretty decently long. And then he also comes with a grapple gun or grapple rifle, which is reused from the Alley Viper, which is pretty cool. But I want to say for the most part, I don't think this body's been used. Maybe some of the upper torso from Outback. Because if you open this up, here, let me get his hand undone here. If you open this up, he's got a t-shirt that says Idaho on there, which is pretty cool. Like I said, I'm going to show all this stuff in the review, but I'm kind of pleasantly surprised, and I took some pretty fun photos. I actually took him on my camping trip with me. I love the rifle form. I know it's kind of AK-ish, but it's fine. That doesn't really bother me too much. I know it bothers some people, or maybe a lot of people. I don't know. But personally, I think it's kind of a solid sculpt for the rifle. I don't really have too many issues with that. I know some people will have an issue with especially soldiers, U.S. soldiers using AKs. I get it, but I personally think that it fits the aesthetic of Alpine. Like I said, he just needs a backpack, man. He really needs that backpack. This looks stupid like this. I put it on there so you could see everything, but everything else kind of sits on there nicely. You can attach everything. There's no issue there. You can remove the hat. You can remove the goggles. He comes with an extra pair of goggles also. You can put the hat backwards if you want to. Whatever you want to do. It almost looks like a Kangol hat now. It's kind of puffy. But he looks cool, man. I actually dig this dude now. I was not originally pleased with him, but pleasantly surprised when I get him in hand. I'm just going to kind of go off of that. I thought this was going to be another Falcon situation, and it turned out to not be that. So I am very happy that he's not, because he's one of my favorites. I got to say, he's definitely up there in the top 10 of Joe's. And then he's part of the trio, so you can finish off the trio. You've got now Alpine. You've got they've released 2 versions of Bazooka, and then earlier this year they released Quick Kick. So now you got the 3. You got your trio there. And what was it? Now I think in the comics, Bazooka's been dead. They killed him off, and then they killed off obviously Quick Kick. And then my man's got no legs now. So now he's using like metal legs. I'm like, oh, no, don't do that. Anyway, the 3 amigos. That's right. Ha, hey, he, ha, hoo. Remember that? All right. This is the last one. I think I got to everybody else. This is the last one for G.I. Joe. And the last one for the best. And then we're going into the worst. And then I'm going to do pickups. And then we're going to tap out for the night. All right. So maybe I'll save. Yeah. I'll save the vehicle that I was going to unbox and do that. I'll save that for a separate live stream on its own. It kind of deserves its own live stream. All right. We'll save it for that. Anyway, so I picked this guy up. I didn't know I was going to be able to get him. I'm still on the fence if I'm going to get the entire set. I don't know. I have to find it for the right price. And we all know HasLabs are ridiculous. He's going to get his own release. I'm not too worried about it, but this deal kind of fell into my hands. I paid $30 for him, which is $5 over retail. And for a HasLab figure, I don't have a problem with that. He's also another one of my favorite toys as a kid. I have the vintage figure. I have, what was it? I have the other version of the vintage figure of him. And this is the version of Crazy Legs. You don't know how much shit I got from other G.I. Joe fans that I like Crazy Legs. I have the Pursuit of Cobra version of him as well. I think that was actually that was Pursuit of Cobra. Yeah, it was. But there is Crazy Legs. I'm going to do a full review on him. He comes with a hat, a red hat. He is going to get a single carded release, so we're not going to miss out, but he is an all new sculpt. The entire body is an all new sculpt on him. The headgear is removable on him. He comes with an extra, like I said, red hat, a red and black hat. And he also comes with a smaller pair of goggles that you can fit actually around his eyes. These are meant to be around the helmet portion. He does come with a backpack, a little bit of red, but this is his Night Force version, the elusive vintage Night Force version. So it's nice to see that we're actually getting Night Force stuff, and it's not required to get him. Like I say, he's a part of a HasLab. So there's that. Let me back off my lighting because I'm just killing his face. But he looks really good. The green and the black goes very well together, but I am really, really, really looking forward to his original look, which is the gray and black and red version, which, like I said, a lot of Joe fans make fun of, but whatever. Who cares? These are G.I. Joes. They're not meant to be real world type characters. I bought the Pursuit of Cobra version a couple of months ago. Nice, Terry. Yeah, he's pretty good. The only thing that kind of bothers me about that Pursuit of Cobra version is that they didn't update his rifle. And they gave him that. I don't know if you're having this problem, but at least with both versions of mine, because I bought two of them, his hinge joint. Now he's got one too. So on his, let me move his arm. I'll show you guys. On this version of him, it does swing shut, right? But that's a good hinge. It's nice and tight. On the Pursuit of Cobra one, it just falls off constantly. The hinge on his stock, it really just fall off. Looks like he has a 5 o'clock shadow. Yeah, he does. He does. And he doesn't have like you know how Crazy Legs always had that kind of like baby face, like he always looked like super young. It's not too bad, and he's got a slight baby face to him. Slight 5 o'clock shadow. It's really not too much. But it looks good. A lot of people are making jokes and they were like, "Oh, it looks like a friggin' what was the name of that stupid Hasbro they were saying it looks like a 3D printed head, and I'm like, no, it doesn't. It looks fine. Like once you get them in hand and you actually see them in person, it doesn't look like that. Yeah, it does. It definitely does pop off and it's super annoying. I'm like, why did they make it so chintzy like that? They should just given him a regular rifle and just sculpted a hinge joint on there so you can imagine that it hinges. So I just ended up giving him a different rifle anyway. I was like, this rifle is like a World War II rifle that they gave him, first of all. It's like a German World War II rifle with a paratrooper stock on it. I'm like, this is awful. The rifle they actually gave him here is pretty cool. Lighting. I think that works. I like it. The magazine is removable. He does come also with a sidearm as well, and you can see all like the padding, the sculpted padding on his suit and everything going down the legs, on the inside of the leg as well. Like I said, it's an all new sculpt for him. So really good job. I think they did a good job on him. And if you didn't get the HasLab, like I said, don't worry. He's going to get a single carded release, just like Wild Bill will, and just like everybody but Glenda will. So I'm not too worried about it. I would eventually maybe, because I was on the fence with the Dragonfly. I did pick up the Hiss tank. I did a video on that last year, I think. I gave him the retro line Stalker grease gun. Oh, okay. Yeah. See, with me, with even the grease gun, like I was like, yeah, even that's too old timey for me. Like, to me, the classified should have like like some nods to the original, but like updated a little bit. You got to update the guns. Like I just don't like the fact that they're giving them Cold War guns and then they're giving them somewhat updated versions of like modern warfare type. I don't know. It just But whatever works for you guys. Like I said, I'm me. I'm a totally different person. I'm not trying to tell anybody how to collect. You guys collect, display however you want. For me personally, I just like them with more modern stuff because the Joes are already at a disadvantage to me. And I've explained this numerous times. I'm not going to be a dead horse here. On top of that, I got to get to the worst and then open some stuff. But long story short, the Joes are already at a disadvantage because Cobra always has the higher or the better tech when it comes to rifles and handguns and stuff like that. They've got Mars Industries making futuristic type weapons, sci-fi type weapons. They need at least modern weapons. Like we at least give them that. But anyway, I digress. All right, getting on to the worst stuff. So now we're shifting to the worst. Oh no, I have one more best. I'm sorry. I lied. I have one more best. And this is probably one of the absolute lamest G.I. Joe characters. Probably one of the lamest. But still, when I was a kid, I was like, he's kind of stupid, but he's kind of cool too. And I think Hasbro did a really good job with this update. It is Raptor. This is a really good figure. It's a really intelligent update. Giving him these wings, he's almost like Vulture style movie wings with the turbines on the side. I think this makes a lot of sense. It's a really good figure. It's a decent deluxe figure. It's not going for much money right now. The only thing I don't like about these stupid claws is that they don't stay in the hand that well. It's like I almost want to just like cut these handle pieces off and just glue them to the forearm like this. But then again, he won't be able to use his gun, even though he doesn't really use a gun. I think he's like isn't he like an accountant? Like some of the file cards back then were a little like, huh? He's an accountant. What? It's like, oh no, guys, watch out. Here comes the accountant. It's kind of like, what? But you can remove that. I think they did a really good job with the head sculpt. So this is definitely on the best list. I don't want to confuse anybody. But yeah, go pick up Raptor. Raptor. He comes with a sidearm, these claws, removable headpiece. He comes with a companion, which he's put in a bag because they want to lose him. And he comes with these wings, which is pretty cool. And yeah, I like it quite a bit. And like the sculpting, like I said, expect a full review on this guy. So don't worry. I think Alpine is an accountant. I thought he's the accountant. Maybe there's two accountants. I bought two accountants in 2 weeks. No, I'm just kidding. But is he? I feel like Raptor was the accountant. Raptor. Yeah. I think he's because the Crimson Guard were accountants essentially. Raptor, yuppie, a tax consultant who took up falconry as a pastime and soon became obsessed with the avian blood sport. He discovered that by breeding bigger and stronger birds, equipping them with steel-tipped talons, they were capable of attacking much more for a profitable game. Okay, so he's kind of like, yeah, he's a tax consultant. He's an accountant. Let's just be honest here. Tax consultant. Let's see here. I mean, tax season's coming up. You might want to, talk to friggin' Talon over here, or whatever his name is. Talon. What's wrong with me? Raptor. My God, I can't think of anything. Oh my God, eBay. I hate you. Oh, I hate you. Oh no, yeah, no. He's a finance clerk. Alpine. That's what it was. Couldn't remember. He's a finance clerk. So he's kind of like, he's not an accountant, but he'll sell you a car. He'll sell you some insurance for a car, you know? Between Alpine and between Raptor, with tax season coming up, you guys are set. You don't have to worry about anything. All right. If you need some new insurance, you can go to Alpine. If you need your taxes done, you can go right to Raptor. But I mean, I don't know if he's going to give you what you want as far as the tax return goes. So get your 1099s ready. All right. Anyway. All right. So moving on to the worst here. I don't have too many, which is a good sign that I didn't, spend horribly this year. But there are a few poopers. Okay. And I don't even know if this guy came out this year. I think he might have came out last year. I don't care. He's going on a list because he sucks. And I bought him this year. Oh, boy. I hate this figure. Like, I hate it. I mean, I really hate it. I hate that Dusty figure, but Skullgrin, this figure sucks. Like, on a lot of levels. The plastic on it sucks. It's inconsistent. There's like rubbery plastic mixed with hard plastic, and that doesn't mix well. And then on top of that, like, the transformation sucks. The alt mode sucks. The horns on him, because it's like a rubbery plastic and this is a harder plastic, it constantly wants to the horns constantly want to fall off. He sucks. And for a character that I wanted, because I want the Pretenders, I like the Pretenders, he's awful. Absolutely awful. Even look at this. Like, the friggin' guns are like rubbery. Then you've got hard plastic. But like, what were you thinking? Ugh, I hate this figure. I hate him. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Scared Dusty. I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Dusty got scared. I threw the thing down. Sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. It's okay. Skullgrin got me annoyed. Here, fight Skullgrin. Bite him. He's like, I don't want that. Oh, man. But he sucks. He's awful. Don't buy him ever. It is horrible. I got him for, I think it was like 15 or 12 or 15 bucks a few months ago, and I was like, yeah, no, this is bad. It's really, really, I mean, really bad. It's really bad. Like, he can't even do splits. And this is a transformer. It's supposed to be able to like have hinges and move and do stuff, and it's just not good. And it's got like I said, chintzy, like rubbery plastic with hinges, and parts that are moving that are rubbery plastic with hard plastic just don't mix well. It's awful. It's an actual awful action figure. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. Good boy. He's a good boy. Good boy. Want to say hi to everybody? Want to say hello? All right. So next, you want to help me pick out the next one? Go ahead. You point. That one? Okay. We'll talk about that one. All right. So this one's not so much bad as it is disappointing. And I actually got the version. I bought both versions because this was on sale on Walmart for $10 recently. He might still be up there. I don't know. But it is Balin's Skull, which I like the character. I actually like this character. He's pretty intriguing. There's not a whole lot, known with him. Rest in peace, Ray Stevenson. Still my favorite Punisher version of Punisher of all time. The head sculpt, I think, is solid. It's not the best with paint. It's solid. It's okay. The paint on the rest of the body is, I think, top notch. We all know the problem with this figure, which was the legs. He was entirely too short, which made him entirely very disappointing. Now I have him with correct legs on here. I use the Riva legs. You have to turn them backwards. I think did I do a video about this? I can't remember. Maybe I did. Space Moses. That's right. There we go. I'm Space Moses. Join me on my journey with the 10 Commandments. Anyway, I like the orange lightsaber. I think they did a pretty good job with the lightsaber. The length of the lightsaber is actually accurate, which I don't have a problem with, but he was entirely too short. This is actually the height he should be. And let me just bring in, let me see, where is someone else? Here's Palp. Here's Palpies. This is, sorry, I bumped the microphone. I'm sorry. This is how tall he should be. Now, this is how tall he is out of the pack. He should not be the same height as Palpatine. He should not be the same height as female characters. He should be almost like damn near Darth Vader height, like 6'6", 6'7". Brian King, what's going on, buddy? You got a gridiron loadout for him? What in the world just happened? There we go. So somehow Spotify just turned on for some reason. I think maybe Brian's talking about the Alpine, or maybe he's talking about Falcon. I don't know. Let me know, Brian. But yeah, he's probably the most disappointing out of this year. I like the cloak. Like I said, this is actually the single carded release with the cloak of the cloaked release, because he was $10. And I don't know, maybe I'll give him the other version, the Riva legs. I'll have two versions of Palin Skull. But that's the most disappointing of the year. But next, okay, so going back to bad, that's my one disappointing. Bad. Ooh. Oh boy. Marvel Legends. Here we go. All right. So bad. I'm just going to go with the whole 2-pack. It's the Bruce Banner and Grey Hulk 2-pack. This is just, there's nothing wrong with the figure itself. It's the fact that we got another release of the Grey Hulk, and the fact that it's just, there's nothing really new about him is really kind of depressing. And then, you got some hands. The head sculpt looks really good. No problems there. Like I said, the figure itself does what it needs to do as far as a Hulk figure, but we've seen this Hulk, I don't know, half a dozen times now, and there's just nothing separating him from any other Hulk that we've seen in this same body. We've seen him in San Diego Comic-Con. We've seen him in a 2-pack. We've seen him in a single carded release. Like, enough is enough. Like, you can stop now. You've beaten the horse. It's done now. And then on top of that, this Bruce Banner is awful. It's absolutely atrocious. There we go. The glasses look fine. The body is old. It's terrible. The shoes are still like Agent Coulson shoes. So he's on the Agent Coulson body, which is awful. I like the lab coat look. I like the original color scheme for him, but he sucks. He can barely stand. He can barely do the bare minimum. He's got the old, like, skinny arms that don't look right. They're pinned, and I don't really care that much about pin stuff, but for God's sake, like, this body is so old. It's from the first Avengers. Like, this is from like 2013, 2014. Like, this is over a decade old, this body. Can we stop with this now? Please. It's awful. Absolutely awful. And I get it. It's just Bruce Banner. He's just probably going to stand there. But for half the time, he can't stand. So it sucks. So I'm putting that on here. This because it's been beaten over our head, and then this because it's on a crappy, shitty body. I can't stand it. So that's a bad one. All right, next up, and I actually did his review, and I said he was a solid figure, but it's simply just I think the there's not really much he can come with. You can give him a vacuum cleaner gun, and that would have made him a little bit better. It is accurate to the comic, but it's just not accurate to the cover, and that's Warlord, aka Professor X. You can get him for like $10 now. He's a solid figure. It's not the worst thing ever. It's just kind of a letdown. It's like, okay, yeah, no, yeah, you completed that team, but you didn't get the cover one. Like maybe you should have added, because he doesn't really come with much, an extra cape and an extra head, so you can switch it to the gold version and have a 2-in-1 figure. Wouldn't that have made sense for people that just want the cover art? And like, I don't mind, because I don't mind the comic book version, but a lot of people are going to want the other version of him. And they're now going to have to either wait or purchase this one and paint it, or wait for the other one to come out, if or when it ever does. Which I got a feeling they might do a box set of this and re-release the whole thing, which I don't know how well that's going to sell. But there it is, Warlord, aka Professor X. Not awful. It's on a shitty body too. It's on the Sunfire body mold, which is old at this point. Very dated. He does have pinless everything, so there's that to point out. But like I said, it's not an awful figure. It's adequate, but it just doesn't. All right, so here's the last one. Let me double check, make sure there's nobody else. All right, that's it. Okay, this is it for the worst for this year. I'm not gonna bullshit you. It's just it's little Anakin Skywalker. This is an awful figure. I'm sorry. For $25, you are essentially getting just him with a really awful head sculpt. It doesn't even look remotely like the actor. It looks like it. This face looks like it would be on a figure from 1999. That's what this face looks like. It looks horrible. The eyes look beady and soulless. The paint is solid, but the face looks nothing like the actor. Like what the hell? And then he just comes with, I think, a backpack, and that's it. He doesn't even come with his pod racing helmet, which I actually ended up just giving him. By the way, I gave him what was that? What was his name from Mandalorian? I gave him his helmet, the Ugnaught. I can't think of his name. God damn, I can't think of anybody's name. He's just $25 for this. Like, come on. Like, here's Brett. Here's Jake Lloyd. Like, he doesn't look like Jake Lloyd. He's a teeny weeny. No, this is bad. This is really bad. This is definitely the worst. The sculpt isn't bad on him. It's just, this is not a $25 figure. On no planet is this $25. I don't. I hate it. I hate it. I don't. It's no. Bye-bye. But that's it for the best and the worst. And there we go. All right. So far as pickups go. But what do you guys think? Actually, before I get to that, what do you guys think of my best? What do you guys think about my worst? You can critique as much as you want. It will not hurt my feelings, I promise you. I only have a couple to open. But I think you're going to like the 3 that I have to open for now. That and that, and then that too. Yeah, I think your picks are definitely fair. Okay, I'm gonna start opening this, and then I'll read what you guys had to say. Ugh. Okay. All right. Thank you, thank you, Terry. Thank you, Woodman, and thank you, Tim. Awesome. All right. So the first pickup I got, and thank you guys for the feedback. And like I said, it's okay to disagree too. No biggie. All right. So as far as the first one I got, I've been playing a lot of Black Myth Wukong, and I saw this figure. What was it? Like when it was announced, and I was like, I'll wait. I'll wait. And then what was it? Big Bad Toy Store, I think, had him on a slight sale. I think it was like 10% off or something like that. And I was like, all right, fine. And then Strident texts me or messaged me the next day. He goes, yeah. So Maestro Union or Fury Planet is making one. And I was like, why did I buy it? But anyway, it's the 4 Horsemen version. It's technically not a Mythic Legion, but it's the 4 Horsemen version of the Monkey King. And like I said, I originally wanted it. And it's got the whole story on the back. It is nice packaging. They always do a good job with their packaging and everything. Well, it looks good. Presentation looks really nice. I just hope the articulation and range of motion is really good on him, because if it's not, but it looks really good inside. There he is. Oh, I'm bumping the mic. Sorry about that. Bumped the mic and I knocked everybody over here. But here's the inside. Looks really good inside. I forgot that they use magnets. That's totally on me. Crop out. Press. No, I don't want to do that. There's the inside right there. And here's the whole back. Package malfunction. So really good presentation. I do like the magnets. Here's the box itself right here. There is the Monkey King. We're going to open up the Monkey King right now. I'm not going to get like crazy in depth with it, because I'm probably going to do a review of this guy. And I'll probably pick up the Fury Planet one. I know I will. Maybe I'll end up selling this one to get the Fury Planet one. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Ooh, looks really good though. Comes with a ton of stuff too. Extra feet. So you can have he's got 6 hands and extra feet, so you can have the bare feet or you can have the booted feet. He comes with his big old staff, and then this, I think that's his tail. So there's the tail. There's the extra screaming head. Here are the accoutrements, which attaches to the back, I believe, of his gear. I'll just call it. There are the feet. There's the Korg. He comes with 2 scrolls. And that angry head looks friggin' insane. Look at that. That looks crazy good. I mean, their sculpt work is top notch with the 4 Horsemen, but And then he comes with 2 other heads. Look at this. Holy shit. And he comes with a Blossom, I believe. Uh-oh, something just fell. What are you? Oh, it's a warning. Warning! Don't move your figures. It'll explode. He comes with another Screaming head. Oh, that's a face. So he comes with removable faces, too. Which is cool. Sorry for the glare and all that. Nair hair. But he's pretty cool. We're going to open him up. We're going to get him out. We're going to see what he's all about. We're going to get him oot and a boot. Yeah, it was like a 10% sale, I think, on him. He was originally, I think, an exclusive. You had to get him through the 4 Horsemen website. And then after that, he kind of got released a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit everywhere. I mean, I just expect this guy to have like crazy, like he's got to be able to do crazy stuff. And if he can't do crazy stuff, it's almost like, well, what's the point then? You know? So that's what I kind of worry about with this figure. Is that if he can't move, oh my God, did that just come off? Okay, I can glue it back on. It popped off of the pauldron. All I did was move the arm. I swear. I went like this. And it popped off. And that's definitely not supposed to happen. Because I know how Mythic Legions work. The back peg is supposed to peg into there. And this just came off. So it's just the glue. It's not a big deal. Nothing's broken. But that's annoying to have to deal with. Which means now I have to pop this piece off. So this piece, I'll explain what happened here. That piece popped off of that. Like I said, it's not broken. I can pop it back on just like that. It's just annoying. It's annoying. It's annoying. So I'm definitely going to have to glue that. Because you can see where the... A little bit. There's that. So you can see where the glue popped off. I'll just have to glue that on, but kind of annoying. So his range of motion seems kind of on par with Mythic Legions. There you go. That's a terrible pose, but you know, I'm just kind of moving around. It's kind of your typical Mythic Legions body. So there you go with that. Definitely super hindered with the pauldrons on. So if you were wondering about that, but the face sculpt looks beautiful. And I'll switch this with the angry face. And oh my God, the humanity. Planet of the Apes, new king. We'll go with the, so he's got like, here's the baboon face. The baboon. The baboon. That's cool. It's almost like he's wearing war paint. But I'm going to go with the crazy, I'm going to bite your face off look. Out of your plastic cell. There's that. And then we'll put this angry face on. Now he's pissed. Almost as angry as that Jake Lloyd figure I just showed. Get it out. That is a really cool face sculpt. Did a good job. Good job. Good job. So there it is. I mean, and then we got sculpting down here and stuff like that. Can't really see it in this lighting because I'm, you know, doing the best I can here. But pretty cool. Pretty cool. Cool. All right, so we'll get to the rest here. That's the Monkeykin. I don't know if I'm going to be opening these. These are big, and there's a lot going on with them. I'll get to this one first. All right, so the first one is going to be a long-awaited for me. Oh, Big Bad Toy Store. There you go. Okay, so, and thank you, Big Bad Toy Store, for making this happen. He's going bananas. That's right. He's going bananas. BANANAS. Let's get bananas up there. So this is a figure I long have been waiting to get. Kind of expensive. These next two figures are kind of expensive. Both Transformers related. And this specific version I wanted because it's kind of like the ultimate version of this guy. And I think it's probably the best version of him, in my opinion. I think it kills the HasLab. I think the HasLabs for both this and the other version of the character, which is my favorite Transformer of all time, Starsaber, are completely overrated and overpriced like crazy. I don't think those HasLabs are nearly as good as half of the third-party stuff that's come out. Especially when you compare it to even the Masterpiece version of Starsaber. Sorry. I think that figure's a lot better than people give it credit for, even with the shortcomings. Anyway, it is the Mastermind Creations reformatted. This is the Year of the Dragon edition of Deathsaurus. Probably one of the coolest names you can give to a friggin' Transformer. Probably one of my favorite villains. Overlord's another one. But this is D-Zeph. Here are all the versions that you can turn him into. This is why it's the Year of the Dragon version. You can turn him into the traditional looking Deathsaurus, the kind of like classic looking Deathsaurus, or you can turn him into like the more modern looking Deathsaurus. So it does give you a lot of options with that. He comes with a bunch of stuff, like a ton of stuff. I'll probably do a review of this. This is going to be a special review for me. But yeah, I would probably do a full review of this. There's a lot going on with this. There's a lot to the transformation. It's not too daunting with some Mastermind Creation stuff. Either it's really easy to do or it's kind of a pain to do. But I got to say, like, the majority of their stuff, it's usually pretty intuitive. If you read the instructions once, you kind of remember it. So, yes, Terry, he's from Transformers Victory. He is the big bad. He is the oil to Starsaber's water. But yeah, this is a really nice one. I think he might still be available on Big Bad Toy Store. Let me double check here. If someone is interested in getting him, I can tell you the price and all that stuff. Let's see. The Continuum version, which is the more traditional looking version, is $179.99. It's expensive. The Year of the Dragon, which is the one I got, was $189.99. So it was $190 for this, but it comes with everything. I don't think that's too bad asking that much, that little more. $10 more, and you get multiple different looks, whereas the regular version, you just get one version, you're stuck with it. and you better like it. But I don't know. I like Deathsaurus. So this is a far better when you think of it. When you think about it, like $180 for this guy, like yeah, $190 for this guy, yeah. But go look at the prices for a HasLab, and then you're gonna be like, well, okay, that sounds like a better deal now. And you're getting the quality, the plastic quality of a third party figure, as opposed to, and you're getting it from a company in Mastermind Creations, which I trust personally. I'm not sponsored by them, but I would love to be, but I'm not. But this figure, like I said, I think the only QC issues that I know of was the hips. Sometimes they're loose on some copies, sometimes they're not. But if you reach out to Mastermind Creations or if you reach out to Big Bad Toy Store, they will fix the problem for you. I believe if you I know for a fact that they will send you, Mastermind Creations themselves will send you replacement parts for a lot of figures, and a lot of third-party companies do that. Or Hasbro will just be like, oh, well, we don't have any more in stock, so we'll just send you something of equal or same or equal or more value. And I'm like, that's not what I want. I want you to fix the damn problem so I can enjoy the toy. I don't want to send it back. I don't want to give you a friggin' RMA number and then I gotta send it back and then I gotta give something of equal or lesser value. I don't want that. That's not what I wanted. Hasbro, get it together. Anyway, third-party companies actually fix their problems because they like to take responsibility for their issues. Anyway, so I'm super excited for this. So I won't be opening this right now because there's a lot going on with it, and I don't want to get parts all over the place. But I did want to point it out. I might take this guy out. I don't know. But this has been another one. This is also a reissue. Now, that DZEF, a.k.a. Deathsaurus, is a much older figure. It's been out for years. I'm not sure when the Year of the Dragon edition came out. Might have came out a couple years ago. I don't know. But third-party companies, I mean, sometimes you'll get a decade-old figure. They'll reissue it, or they'll update it, or they'll fix some of the QC issues, and then they'll reissue it. This is another one that's a few years old, maybe 1 or 2 years old. It's not that old, I don't think. But I needed this part to finish off another character that is also featured in Transformers Victory, my favorite Transformers series. And it is the God Armor from Fans Hobby. I already have the, what you call it? Oh my God, I can't think of it. I already have the Apex Armor from Fans Hobby, or as everybody knows, Power Master Prime. From Fans Hobby, and this is the God Armor. This is the armor that goes over the Power Master Prime look, or God Jinrai. If you really know the story there. So Japanese version is God Jinrai. American version is Power Master Prime. I prefer God Jinrai. But that's just me. He does come with the drivers right here. Let me get up close and personal. It comes with the drivers, and that's what the armor looks like all combined. And this is what the armor looks like just by itself. So pretty cool. He's not too crazy. Now, when you start getting into Fans Hobby stuff, sometimes it can get really... Although God Jinrai's armor wasn't too bad transforming it. I did have to watch a video, but I was pretty much, because the version that I bought, oh no, it came with instructions. No, I went off instructions with that one. I'm thinking of something else. But I gotta say that at least Power Master Prime, or God Jinrai version that I got, came with everything because it was from a previous owner or a previous collector, but he took care of his stuff. He's kind of like me. So, and probably like most of you guys, he took care of his stuff. You know, people that take care of his stuff. You know, it even came with a card, and there's all that stuff. All right, Woodman, take it easy, bud. I'm probably closing up soon. I'm just wanting to take him out and give you guys a look at at least the alt mode. So I'm not just showing you a box. Seems kind of redundant or pointless. But yeah, you have a great Christmas. Like I said, I'll probably be uploading a video in the next couple of days, just because I haven't uploaded in like a week. I don't want to do that. I'm trying to be more consistent, I swear. But yeah, no, thank you, Woodman, for hanging out, buddy. I appreciate it. And like I said, expect something in the mail soon, you and Terry. And like I said, if anybody wants to join, become a channel member, like I said, sometimes you'll just get something random in the mail. Sometimes you'll get exclusive giveaways and stuff like that. And you get also badges and emojis and fun stuff like that. You also get mentioned in every single one of my videos. If you want to be a channel member, you don't have to. I'm not twisting anybody's arm, but if you want to, you can. But you have a great night, Woodman. Happy holidays. And we got to get up soon, too. I don't know if you're still here, but we got to get up. You got to message me, man. I'm trying to get this open as neatly as possible, but there's like 18,000 pieces of tape on it. All right, so here we are. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to get all this off. I'm going to get this off. I'm not going to take everything out. I'm just going to take this out so you can see the alt mode. So there's the alt mode. He's kind of like a Winnebago. Yeah, absolutely, Woodman. I know we've been kind of talking about it for a while, but we gotta do that, man. We definitely need to do that. Definitely need to do some collaboration. But there is the so yeah, definitely message me, bud. But there's the alt mode for the God Armor, the Apex Armor. Looks really good. They did a really good job. The transformation is not daunting either. Simply what you want to do is there's the chest piece right there. You just want to pop that out. Here are I believe the arm pieces are right here. There's the back piece. So that's the front piece. There's the other chest piece that goes onto God Jinrai. But he also has, if you get transformed God Jinrai back into his alt mode, he's got a little tow hook right here. If I can get that out. Oh, it's okay, bud. It's okay. I know. What did he say? What did he say to you? What did he say? What did he say to you, bud? What did he say? Is he saying something about you? Want me to go get him? But there is the tow hitch. So you can put that right on God Jinrai, and you can tow this behind Jinrai, which is pretty awesome. He's got cannons that move up top. Bumping into the microphone again, sorry. Cannons up top. You can remove this or move this chest piece, and then you can put let me get this open. Come on, little Billy. Billy. I'm going to have to look at the instructions to do this. But anyway, you can put the drivers in there, and you can actually see them in the chest piece, which is pretty cool. So I will probably do a quick shot video of this, maybe a turntable video. just because there's a lot going on. If I do a full review of this, and then I would have to do a full review of God Jinrai from Fans Hobby, it would probably be a very long video, and I don't know how many people will be excited about that. So my Transformers videos are very hit and miss. Either I get decent views on it, or it's like no one watches it. So I don't know how to gauge that. So I try to stick these to like shorts, or silent reviews, which are edited heavily and a lot easier to, I guess, offer people something quick, and there you go. But anyway, there's the alt mode. I think it looks really good. It's nice and compact. It's not too like hefty or anything like that. It's got a nice weight to it, but it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. This is also kind of got some, I think this was more expensive than friggin'. Oh no, I don't think it was. I'm confusing that with the. Let me double check though. Fans. Whole. But this was actually a re-release. It was originally sold out. Let me see if it's still available. It is still available. It was cheaper than, it's $144 for this. And then I think the re-release of Power Blaster he might still be available. I'm not 100% sure. So he sold out. Never mind. Version 3 sold out, which is, I have version 2. I don't have version 1. Version 1 for Power Blaster or Power Baser. Sorry, I keep calling him Power Blaster. I'm just going to call him God Jinrai. Fans Hobby, God Jinrai. Yeah. So he was originally $209, and this is $144. That's a lot to, holy Moses. That's a lot to invest in. I did not pay $200 for Power Baser. I think I paid around 120, and he came complete. And then this was 144 because it was from Big Bad Toy Store. So, but I didn't want to pass it up or wait because, I don't know if this thing's going to be re-released again. I don't know what's going on with that, So, but there it is. Like I said, stay tuned for the video, and I think that will bring it to a close. Dusty, you got anything to say, bud? You want to play with the pizza shooter? You want to say bye to everybody? Come here, bud. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Oh, it's a big stretch. Come here, bud. Yeah, lift you up. Go to say hi to everybody. There he is. There's my buddy. Say hello. Say hello. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. There's Dusty. He likes the head scratches. You want to go outside? You want to go outside? Go to the bathroom? All right. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was a lot of fun. Dusty's got to go bathroom, so I got to let him out. But yeah, I haven't done a live stream in months, so this was a lot of fun to do. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more reviews. I got the next few days off, so I'm going to be just kind of hammering those out and enjoying the holidays. It's just me and my fiance for the holiday, which is great. But yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to everybody. Thank you to Tim Casa. Thank you to Terry Turner. Thank you to Woodman29. Thank you to everybody who tuned in today. Dusty's smacking me now. Thank you to Brian King. Thank you to G. Zam. I don't want to say the last name wrong. G. Whoa, what the hell just happened to my screen? No, I don't want that. What's this? Oh, What am I doing? G Money. I'm just gonna call him G Money. G Money. G Zambrano. If I'm saying your name wrong, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Somebody let me know. He can let me know if I'm saying his name wrong. But anyway, thank you to everybody. I appreciate it. I'm just going to call him G Money. That's his name, G Money. But anyway, thank you to everybody for hanging out. And Dusty says happy holidays too. So do the other three. But I hope you guys have a great night. I hope you guys get what you want for Christmas. And yeah, happy holidays. Happy holidays. And have a great night too. Thank you to Terry and thank you to Woodman for also modding tonight. I appreciate that. And you guys have a great day. And thank you to also my channel members as well. And like I said, if you want to join up, I put a link. I will post the link before I go. There you go. And there you go. And you can join up if you want to. Like I said, there are perks to it. Do check out the perks. And I will see you guys on the flip side.